Don't try so hard to fit in, and certainly don't try so hard to be different, just try hard to be you. Determination. No matter what field you're in, determination will surely get you to the top. I think women are very powerful, and I think we're more powerful together than separated. I don't mind if people look at me like I'm crazy. I'm just being me. If you don't try things and take risks, you don't really grow and figure out what you want. I'm one of those people who doesn't follow trends. I set them. There are so many great things in life, why dwell on negativity? I'm very proud of my skin and my face, and I have no problem not wearing makeup. I don't wear makeup because I feel like I need to cover myself up or because I don't feel confident. I wear makeup because it's fun, it's like painting on my face. That's the person I plan on being for a very long time. Someone who stands up, someone who is an advocate for people, something that some people think is only hair. I think it's more than just that. I want to be a spokesperson for self-love and for diversity. I want to show that you don't have to be older to live your dreams. You can do it at any age. You can't grow and gain confidence from wearing the same thing every day. Just try. Try to try. I've always learned how to deal with my problems through my words, through my education, and through my intelligence, which I think is important and the best way to deal with an issue. I use my platform for more than just myself. Art is a reflection of human emotions. To neglect the political is to neglect what essentially is your job of storytelling. I would rather be known for the content of my character than for the project that I did. My generation has the opportunity to change the world. Is the future. You can't stop it. It's going where it's going, so I choose to be with the future. I want young people to know there is no age limit to when they can start their own business or when they can become a boss. Money does not make you look expensive, it's taste. A. Surround yourself by positive people who will help you reach your goal and support you. And B. Go for it. Fashion is a great thing, it's a way to express who you are. I just like to have fun. I would say my best decision I ever made was to pursue my dream and give it my all. Thankfully, I have not yet made really bad decisions. I'm the kind of person to play it on the safe side. It is important in this journey to remember that just because someone has inflicted hurt upon us, it does not give us the right to do the same. Body shaming and hurtful tactics will never get the job done. You have to experiment, and that's going to help your confidence so much when you step out and try things. I think we are in a time where the youth play such a huge role. It's up to us to go the extra mile to vote and raise our voices. I love to entertain and make people laugh. With anything, you have to approach from an educational, mature standpoint. To me, locks are a symbol of strength and beauty, almost like a lion's mane. It's so hard for women to be happy for one another, like genuinely happy. Once you find that, you know you've found true self-happiness. I have a really strong passion for what I do. I don't see myself doing anything else. I believe you should wear whatever you feel confident in. I don't go to parties even when I'm invited. I've always been an 80-year-old woman inside. I remember going to my first school dance petrified. I just wanted to leave. Like, this is cool, but I'm ready to go home now. To me, America is a symbol of all different views, different types of people coming together. If I want to do something powerful or special, then I contact people I think are smart, educated, inspiring, and I'll say, "What are you doing? How can I help?" I want my mom to be able to wear my clothes. I want my older sister to be able to wear my clothes. And the people in my life aren't necessarily built like I am, you know? They're built in a million different beautiful bodies, shapes, and sizes, and so why would I exclude anybody from being able to have it? This is the point. I grew up watching That's So Raven and Lizzie McGuire, and I said to myself that I could do that one day, and here I am. This is a dream come true, and I am just ecstatic to be here living out my childhood dreams. I've always dressed myself, even when I was younger. My parents didn't pick out my clothes or anything. They let me do that, which I think is an important thing because it allows for kids to experiment and figure out what they like, even at a young age. I just see me, an ordinary girl. I know my life is not typical, but but I have tried to stay really grounded and true to myself. My family really helps me with that. We have to build the country that we want to see our future children and grandchildren live in. I've always been transparent in who I am as a person. Social media has now become a part of our culture. You are either a part of it or you ignore it. I think sometimes there's a lot of subliminal messaging in everything. I was very inspired by working women, and also women who aren't working yet. I want them to have shoes that feel luxurious and special and well-crafted and thought about. But also, they should have shoes that won't break the bank. You don't have to spend 3 years saving up for beautiful shoes. I was actually supposed to be a basketball player, not an actress. My parents had me playing basketball on competitive teams when I was in kindergarten. Even though my heart belongs to the arts, I'm a tomboy at heart, too. One of my dreams is to walk down the runway during Fashion Week. I'm not living in the past. I don't want to go back. I don't want to make America great again. No, no, no. I am really good at making top ramen. I also love it when my mom makes vegetarian lasagna for me. I feel like clothing is very much emotional, you know? Well, I am not sure of when my album will be released, but my music has a lot of different sounds. I'm a hip-hop Randy B girl at heart, but I love pop music as well, and I even have an affinity for country music. So I would say my music might have something for everyone. I go to the real world, not the internet. Chanel all the way. Just because not only do they have timeless pieces, but since it is the epitome of class and elegance. Shake It Up definitely teaches kids about the importance of reaching for your dreams and setting high goals. It also teaches great lessons about friendship and family. I think my goal is not even with celebrities. I love celebrities, but my goal is to walk down the street and just see people wearing my stuff. That is the goal. I am scared of spiders. And I still get a little afraid every time I have to do something new or have to get out in front of a big crowd. The first time I sang Swag It Out live, I was really scared. I do not believe in a label on a shirt or a dress should tell me that I can't wear a t-shirt or a pant because it should say women's or men's on it, you know? That's just not how it should work. That's what fashion is supposed to do to you. It's supposed to make you happy, make you excited, make you feel good. Sometimes I do it more literally, sometimes I do a little softer, but I'm just inspired by the past. I get to represent a lot of different types of women because of my ability to transform into these different people. I like playing with fashion and bending the rules, or what was rules, there are no rules anymore, you know. Fashion is way bigger than that, and it's about wearing what you want and wearing what makes you feel comfortable and what makes you feel confident. What's the point in fashion if nobody can wear it? Of course designers inspired me, but I was more inspired by everyday people. People that I see walking down the street. I like to find things in real life that let me get involved. Or if you need a break, go hang out with your family. I like to and enjoy being a human. I couldn't choose between all of those things. I love acting and dancing on Shake It Up, and I am currently in the recording studio working on my music. And one of my dreams is to walk down the runway during Fashion Week. Sizing was also important to me. I wanted to make sure that nobody felt alienated or felt like they weren't thought about in the process of this brand. I wanted to make sure that everyone felt included, which brings us to the gender-neutral pieces, the idea of wearing what you want and whatever makes you feel comfortable and confident. I think that's the overall feeling of the Daya collection. Every year my mom takes her 5th grade class on an outdoor education trip, and ever since I was born, I came with her. One thing I remember the most was this long, old rickety bridge held by 2 redwood trees. In order to get to the campfire, you had to cross it. Each time I went across, I made my brother carry me on his shoulders. It freaked me out so much, even a little now when I think about it. I'm going forward, so my clothing line is kind of the physicalization of that. The idea of diversity, of uniqueness, of individuality, that's what this is all about. I love seeing young people take a stance and not be afraid to say how they feel and protest when they feel things are wrong or unjust. I still like to save up and splurge. That's an important thing to do. I think that there shouldn't be an age limit to become a boss, so having that element is really important. Every day when I'm thinking about something or want to do something, I say, hey, can we shoot some stuff? Or hey, can you come with me to the grocery store? Or hey, can you? Just so I can share my personality and who I am, and also use it as a platform to do bigger, more important things. It's important to know when to take your time and not overspend and overdo things, of course. That's why you get things that can be dressed in 1,000 different ways. We are the people, and America is really nothing without the people. We have to take control, and we have realized as young people that this is our future. We have to live here, and this where we'll one day raise our own children. I wanted something that was really well made, but also still hitting a price point that's tangible and logical for average people. That's who I want to cater to. Fashion is very much emotional. When you see it, or when you wear the right clothing, or you wear whatever, it's supposed to make you feel something. You're supposed to feel some type of emotion, and I feel like I try to do that when I'm on a red carpet. You can shop the clothing line from the app, and everybody who subscribes gets 15% off everything. It's a closer look into my life, what I'm like, what I do. I like to make people laugh, so a lot of the content is me being a doofus, which is who I am. Line is inspired by real people, so I guess you could say it was listening to them, what they need, what they want, and then translating that into coming from me. I think that I get to represent different types of beauty that not just my own. I'm very inspired by a lot of things from the past, from Cher to Diana Ross. Sometimes when you see things online, it's very consuming. I've done so much stuff, and it's all so different. Other than the obvious, like Cher and Diana Ross, I actually find a lot of inspiration from time periods. So it's not necessarily people, it's the essence of the time period, whether it be the 90s or the 70s or the 40s. The specific time and what vibe it gave you, what the emotion of that time was, and trying to get that emotion again. I think a lot of women can see themselves in me, and a lot of people in general are empowered by seeing someone wear what they want, do what they want, maybe get criticism or get praise, whatever, but still continue to wear and do what they want. I think that a lot of people need that. Get a good jean, a good tee, a good whatever, because you can just switch that stuff up and you have like 8,000 different outfits with a few things. I have a job that allows me not to look perfect all the time. I can just go looking the way I look, have my hair just any old type of way. Well, I would say that Shake It Up was a chance for me to do two things I really love, acting and dancing. My older sister is a working mom. She's busy. She chooses to spend money on her children. But she should be able to afford a good shoe for herself. I've been blessed with good eyebrows, and I've worked very hard for them. Get a good brow pencil, fill them in a bit, make them perfect, and I guarantee you'll feel better. At least it works for me. Shake It Up is a buddy comedy based around dance. It's about two best friends, Rocky and Cece, who live out their dream as background dancers on a show called Shake It Up Chicago. They have to navigate life as young teens going to school and dancing on the show. I have an obsession with just watching people and what they're into. I wore that same outfit that the male model over there is wearing. It's inclusive, it feels good, and that's what I wanted. I want people to feel good. I want a lot of young people to see me in my working environment. I want them to see me being a good person while also running a business. I want young people to aspire to that. That's what is really cool about this whole new wave of makeup artistry and people on Instagram and YouTube. It's about doing it for yourself and experimenting. People don't wear makeup to impress people or because they'll be seen in public. It's more of a hobby now, just because it's fun. I wanted individuals who were clearly themselves, and I just got to put some clothes on them, but they basically came done, you know? How they feel comfortable. I just wanted them to walk down the streets of New York, and I said, you know what? Don't even pose, just walk and we'll take pictures. I've seen looks before that have literally taken my breath away, like someone on the red carpet, and it's just like I can't even breathe, like you get some type of amazing anxiety. When I'm on a red carpet, I want somebody to feel something when they look at what I'm wearing, when they look at the entire ensemble, whether it be nostalgia or excitement, you know. If you get basics that can be switched and piece it together, that is so important. I just wanted it to be me. I think that's a really cool thing about my line. There are so many sets, but you can literally mix and match everything with everything. The price point and the quality are very rare. I don't want people thinking, I got the look for less. I want them thinking, I got the look. I always have my own music on my iPod, especially songs that I am going to record. Besides that, I have lots of others ranging from Chris Brown to Beyonce, Michael Jackson, Rascal Flatts, and Adele.